I think it's just like a new name, basically.
Either that or it's like Mr. Sniper Monkey, where it's they're messing around a little bit.
So yeah, Sniper Monkey is top ramen.
Yeah.
We have also got Try, who is Justice, and yeah, JoJo, who I believe is Tsukake.
Quilladin is their actual tag.
Huh?
Quilladin?
Quilladin, I think, is the actual tag of another player here. There's also not playing in Squad Strike, but in singles, I believe. There's also Figgy Pudding.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yep. So.
Kind of watched that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez. Fighting words.
To be fair, I have only played him.
Fighting words.
But he kind of watched me, so.
All right. So yeah, a Wolf, a Diddy Kong, and a Sephiroth here from JoJo. Let me switch the side of the scoreboard there to reflect where they're sitting and where they are. Tricky with the Snake, the Dark Pit, I believe, and the Banjo.
Yeah, that would be Dark Pit.
Yeah, so no Sora here, but Tricky just has so many characters that could switch it up for the next game
easily,
if he needs to.
I don't even think it really matters, because as long as he performs, then it doesn't matter.
All right, so I do know that JoJo plays Diddy like as a main. I think all three of these characters might be mains. I don't know about Sephiroth, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll definitely see here. Tricky has already got a really nice lead with it here. Playing around this banana extraordinarily well.
Yeah.
Which is very important.
Tricky's got some very good fundamentals.
I gotta go.
All right, looks like you're gonna go play COTS. Good luck. Bring up the game here again. And it is Tricky taking the first stock pretty commandingly. All right, starting up the combos, using that banana as the last banana here in this game. As Tricky was still holding on to it. Now we do have the Sephiroth coming out. Starting to do some work. If JoJo can find this stock pretty soon, then this is going to still be an even game despite how good of a win there, how good of a first stock Tricky had. Tricky having a hard time getting back to stage, but finally going to find his way back just to be thrown off on the other side. Having a hard time dealing with the longsword here from Sephiroth. The spacing a little bit difficult, and yeah, JoJo going to bring himself right back into this game. Only mid% on the Sephiroth, and we do have the Banjo coming out. Tricky does have a good Banjo. Plays this in singles bracket as well. All right, it was a pretty scary edge guard to deal with there. Very scary ledge trap, but Tricky able to get by it. Okay. Nair to forward tilt just for a little bit of extra damage, but gonna get hit with that counter. Oh, getting the wing? The wing kind of saved him from getting an extra hit. This game's super even. Right, another forward tilt. Tricky having a really hard time getting in on the Sephiroth, and JoJo just kind of punishing Tricky for doing unsafe moves. Whoa, Jiffy. Thank you so much for the raid. Much appreciated. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a good day here on twitch.tv. We are running RVA Smash right now. Richmond, Virginia's local Smash tournament every Sunday. Hope you all had fun in Jiffy's stream. Right now we do have JoJo, Southwest Virginia versus Tricky Richmond. What was a very favorite game for Tricky has turned to be very even, and they both got their mains out right now. Both players that have a ton of characters they can play at a very high level. Oh, the reflector reflecting the up smash of Tricky. All right, Tricky looking for some sort of setup, but both players now playing a little bit of a distance. Just under 100%. This could be anybody's first game. Oh, the air dodge in, but not punished by JoJo. Tricky able to get back to stage. Playing pretty shield heavily. Whoa, and he stuck him. That's gonna be Tricky with the stick to seal out game 1. Excellent end there on that game for Tricky.
Squad strike.
You love to see it. Stuck him, it looked like in shield. Just a back throw into the detonate. But we do have some different characters coming out for Tricky. Even though Tricky won, he does have so many characters that he plays in bracket at a very good level. And we're just seeing all completely different characters. The Diddy switching out for JoJo for Roy. But we're seeing 3 different characters altogether from Tricky. It's going to be Bowser Jr., Sora, and Sonic. I have not seen the Tricky Sonic yet. But he does play all of these characters at a level that can be played in bracket. So I've seen them all. We're going to see how it goes. I love that Tricky just plays a bunch of goofy characters. That's maybe one of my favorite things. Versus JoJo here, who is playing all very like human, cool characters, right? Like we got Sephiroth, Wolf. Well, I guess Wolf's not human, but you know what I mean. And Roy. And right now, Tricky opening up with Sonic, getting the first blood. I'd say Tricky's playing pretty aggro as well for a Sonic player. Trying to get the jab lock, but I think he's missing it by just a little bit each time. Okay, good up to 10. Oh, okay, it's gonna be the side B from. Oh, and that's gonna just about even up the percentage. This is still anybody's first stock. Great wait and then grab from Tricky. To outweight that counter from JoJo. JoJo coming off the platform. Gonna have stage control here. JoJo looking for a forward tilt, not gonna get it. Tricky rolling backwards. Both players looking for a way to finish up this stock. Town and City gonna be a little bit volatile because at this percentage, either player can die off the side pretty easily due to those blast zones being a little bit smaller. All right, JoJo going for it, not finding it. The spring also not gonna take it. And JoJo does have the one wing. Back air. Not finding a stock yet. Both players. Still scrambling for some sort of kill. Not quite getting it just yet. The spring coming out and interrupting. Not the second one though. And Tricky with a little bit of stage control going to find the F smash on the neutral get up. And it is going to be Tricky taking the first stock. Roy comes out second for JoJo. And JoJo could find this kill very soon. This very high percent from Tricky. The sweet spot not quite taking it off the top where the blast zones off the sides are a little bit smaller. Blast zone off the top a little bit larger. That's going to allow Tricky to live a little bit longer. Oh, not quite going to get the 2-frame. Down tilt. And again, Tricky just living way longer, I'm sure, than what JoJo wants. It's going to be an up throw, bringing Tricky's Sonic stock up to an end at 180%. But now we do have the Sora coming out from Tricky. See if Tricky's able to find this last hit. Going for a counter, but not going to get punished for it. Going to have some loops with a little bit of fire in the middle of it. A little bit fancy from Tricky. JoJo with the back throw. I'm sure Tricky looking for this KO here. JoJo was looking for an unsafe landing, but Tricky a little bit spaced out. JoJo's got to get a little bit more damage. Up throw not taking it for Tricky just yet. I like the walk up to grab. Okay, Ice not able to find it. The counter. I thought the counter was a little bit stronger from Sora, but not quite strong enough there. But this is kind of scary with the rage that's on Roy. This could easily be a stock first for JoJo. Tricky's got to find a way to take this stock away from Roy and get this get this rage out of here. There it's going to be kind of a weird trade, sort of under the stage to the left, but Tricky. Gonna see what kind of extra credit he can do, or if JoJo can just finish off the Sora very quickly, get the Bowser Jr. out for a last stock situation. But right now it is Tricky putting a lot of damage here on this Wolf. JoJo does not want that. All right, Tricky, kind of a thunder in the wrong direction, but being off stage is not something that Sora really is too scared of. Dash attack's not quite going to take it. This is getting pretty scary for JoJo. Not finding the counter. The dash attack not quite taking it off the top. Back throw, not quite taking it. Good DI from Tricky. Tricky at 155. Again, just JoJo having a hard time finishing these stocks. This, I don't know if he's going to grab. Yeah, he did. It was a re-grab, but mixing it up. The DI just like exactly in that top corner. Very good from Tricky. Dash attack not taking it. A little bit too long of a. This should take it. Yeah, there it is. 111% from JoJo, but we do have Tricky's Bowser Jr. coming out. Bowser Jr. a pretty strong character, but gonna get reflected is that cannonball. All right, already 54% on the Bowser Jr. This is getting more and more even as I speak so quickly here. The up smash though, that's gonna take it, and that's gonna be Tricky 2-0. Very good work from Tricky. All right.
Great set. Like, it was really good the whole way through.
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate your expert analysis.
I gotta go play
it seems like you gotta go play though, so.